Hello everyone, welcome back to another video, and today I want to talk about my best pieces of advice for people starting med school. Now the reason I want to make this video is because in about 2 months time I'm going to be finishing my second year of med school, and this means that I'm done with preclinical medicine. So after this year ends, I'm going to have far less lectures, tutorials, workshops, seminars, etc. It's going to be a lot more just placements. So I thought it would be a good time to make this video for anyone joining med school, for my best advice for, I guess, preclinical medicine, and what I've found so far. So the first thing I want to mention is remembering kind of why you're at uni. When you first join uni, there's so much to do. It's exciting, there's so many societies to join, events to go to, so much to do that it's easy to get overwhelmed and forget why you're actually at uni. At the end of the day, the main reason we're at uni is to study. And often, I found this as well when I first joined uni, I kind of found myself not really studying because I was just getting involved in all these different things. And so that's why the first thing I want to talk about is just when you first join uni, remembering to actually, do work and stay on top of your work. Because otherwise there's a chance that it will build up and then the holidays will come and you'll be really behind, you'll have a lot of work to do. So first and foremost, when you first start uni, it's important to kind of remember why you're here. I'm not saying don't have fun, go explore different societies, do different events, go have fun, but always remember to do work at the same time. And it may seem like this is a very obvious point, but trust me, when you first start uni, I think it can be very easy to kind of forget about the work. When you're at school, it's all very structured and timetabled. You're going to go do your classes, do your lessons, then you're going to have lunch, then you're going to go play your sport, which is timetabled, then you're going to go do some more work, etc, etc. But when you're at uni, obviously it's timetabled, but you have a lot more free time, and so it's important to make sure that you put some of that free time aside to doing work and trying to stay on top of your content and get it done. So like I said, that's not to say that you shouldn't have fun, you shouldn't, do these different things. You should still, when you get to uni, explore these different opportunities, make the most of it, make friends, but always try and remember to stay focused and remember to stay on top of your work. And I think it's important to just remind yourself, I'm here at the end of the day to, try and study, get this stuff done. So it's important to just remember to stay on top of that. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is routine. Routine is really important. When you're at uni, like I said earlier, I feel like you have a lot more free time. You have a lot more time in the day to do your own things. And that's why it's important to have a routine. I feel like it's very easy to fall out of routine when you have surplus time, because you always think, okay, I can do this later, I can do this later. I have the time to do this. And then what ends up happening is you don't end up doing any of it, and you kind of just end up not really doing much, kind of just doing nothing all day. And so that's why it's very important to have a routine. So when I say routine, what do I mean? I don't mean you have to structure it, by the hour. 9 to 10 I'm going to do this, 10 to 11 this, 11 to 12, etc, etc. So what I mean is that at the start of the day or the night before, whenever you want to do it, just structuring your day. So saying in the morning, I'm going to try and get this work done, and make it specific so you have that goal in mind. You don't just kind of go in vaguely with, I'm going to get work done, because then, you might do work from here, from there. You want to have a specific idea of what work you want to get done and why. If there's a deadline coming up, you want to start planning, an essay or something like that, you want to get that done. If there's a certain module that you're struggling with, you might want to maybe focus some more time on that, for example. So, by planning your routine, you could say, in the morning, I'm going to go to the library, try and get through a couple pharmacology lectures, try and get through some pathology. Then after that, I'm going to go have lunch, go play a bit of pool. In the afternoon, I'm going to go to the gym, and then in the evening, wrap it up and do a bit more work. I feel like when we don't kind of have any specific goals or tasks that we want to do planned for the day, that's when it's very easy to fall out of routine, because you kind of just think, okay, I'm going to get work done. But what does that mean? Work could be so many different things. Work could be anything. And then it's easy to just say, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do this another day. So that's why I think having your tasks, goals, and your kind of structure for the day written down makes a big difference, and you'll end up getting a lot more done. But having said this, one thing I want to say which is quite important is switching up your routine. You don't want to be doing the exact same thing every day. There was a point last semester where I was kind of having the exact same day on repeat every day for weeks. I would wake up, you know, have breakfast, get ready, go to the library, then I would study, I'd play a bit of pool, go to the gym in the evening, come back, and that would be my day. And it was productive, it was fun, but I did this almost every single day, even on weekends. And after quite a few weeks of just doing this, I just felt so exhausted. And I thought maybe I'm burnt out from work. But when I thought about it, I realized it's just because I was living the exact same day on repeat every single day. And that's not healthy. It's healthy to switch up your routine, do different things, make sure you take time off, take time on the weekends for whatever, you know, because my productivity decreased a lot because I was just so exhausted and tired of doing the same thing every day. And that's why this semester I've made an active effort to do more things, switch up my routine regularly. And you know, it's made a big difference. I feel happier, I feel more productive. And so whilst having a routine is really important, it's important to switch up that routine. You know, don't just do the same thing on repeat. Make sure to have change. So that's the second thing that I want to talk about. The penultimate thing I want to talk about is balance. Now, we all know balance is incredibly important. I'm not going to talk about this for too long. I just want to mention it because it's very important, but there's not a lot to kind of talk about it. It's pretty self-explanatory. And it kind of links to what I was talking about with switching up routine. Having a balance is the key to everything, to be honest. If you have a balance with work, you know, health, and having fun, then you're going to be a lot more productive, you're going to be a lot more happier, and everything will just move a lot more smoothly. What I mean by balance is making sure you take time for yourself, take time to spend with friends, whilst also keep staying on top of your workload. Once you leave uni, you don't want the only thing you remember is just sitting in the library, going to lectures, studying all the time. You want to have fun and make memories at uni as well. That's why balance is really important. You want to make sure to spend time with your friends, have fun, spend time, you know, have your own time to, you know, relax, unwind, go to the gym, get healthy. And then you also want to be on top of work and study hard. Because, like I said, you don't want the only thing you remember to be studying all day long. You want to, you want to make memories and have fun. So balance is incredibly important. And also, having a good balance is going to help you become more productive. If the only thing you're going to be doing is studying, then you're going to get burnt out and you're not going to enjoy it. If you have a balance, you feel more inclined to work as well, because you know that, okay, at 4 p.m. I'm going to go, you know, have fun. So I know that until 4 p.m. I have to do work and actually lock in. So that's why balance, balance, balance. Always make sure to have a good balance. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about is, or the next two things I want to talk about is prioritization and opportunities. The reason I'm going to talk about them together is because they somewhat go hand in hand. At uni, there's always going to be a lot going on. You know, there's always going to be meetups with your friends, society events, work to do, you know, the gym to go to, etc. And with so much going on, it's important to prioritize and have an idea of what is the foremost important thing to get done. So if we go back to having a routine, that's why I think it's really important to kind of, when you make your routine, prioritize what is the most important thing, because then, you know, things don't always go to plan. If your routine takes a detour, you know, your schedule goes off, you know, off track a little bit, that's fine. Because if you've prioritized, you know, okay, I have less time in the day to get my things done. What is the most important thing that I need to get done today? If you fail to prioritize what work you need to do, you'll just be picking and choosing work from different modules, more likely so you'll be picking work that is easy to do, because that's human nature. We try and go for the easy way out often. If you don't prioritize with balancing all the different things, you're just going to end up having fun all the time and, you know, chilling. You're not going to end up doing work. You have to prioritize what is most important to you. And an important thing is remembering that it's what's most important to you and not what's most important to other people. If your friends are having a meetup but you have to do work because you're falling behind, then, you know, you're going to have to do the work. Your friends might be on top of the work. They might be able to go, you know, have fun, but if you're behind on work, then you have to prioritize. And prioritization is one thing which I think is easy to neglect at uni. Like I said, because there's always so much going on, you have so much free time, you have more freedom, it's easy to fail to prioritize. And that's why you need to always remind yourself that, you know, okay, I got to stay on top of things, I got to do this first. One thing that's really helped me prioritize is this planner. At the start of every day, I will write down my tasks and my to-do list for the day, and within this you know, planner, it breaks it down into my most important tasks, the things that I need to get done, you know, the slightly less important stuff, and then like the cherries on top, the stuff which if I get done, you know, happy days, but if I don't get done, it's not the end of the world. So I actually recommend this, it's really good. It's helped me be a lot more efficient and kind of manage my time better. And so, yeah, prioritization is important. Now, I said I wanted to talk about opportunities because I think it goes hand in hand with prioritization, and it does. So at university, there's going to be lots and lots of opportunities. There's going to be opportunities for everything. Or, you know, for example, this video right here. If you asked me last year this time if I thought I'd be going and, you know, giving a talk at a conference in Portugal, I wouldn't believe you, but, you know, it happened. And so, you know, there's always going to be so many opportunities in uni. There's so much that you can do, and I think it's important to take the opportunities where they come. Opportunities open doors is kind of how I view things. If you take an opportunity, it might open a door for something else, for a new opportunity. If you don't take the opportunity, you'll never know whether it's going to unlock the door or not. You know, I guess opportunity is more like a key to open a door. If you take it, it might open doors for new things. If you don't take it, you'll never know whether it's going to open the door or not. And so there's always going to be opportunities for various different things, opportunities to go on societies for committees. There'll be opportunities for academic development, for personal development. Opportunities are everywhere, you just have to find them, you have to look for them, and they'll be there. And like I said, it's like a key, you never know if it's going to open doors or not. So the question is, why did I say this links to prioritization? Because a lot of opportunities are going to be extracurricular, the majority of opportunities are going to be, and so that's why it's important to prioritize. You know, if you're struggling with the workload as it is, and it might not be the best idea to take on some extra workload from, you know, maybe a committee, being on a society committee, for example. If you can handle it, if you think you can kind of build up to it and develop your time management skills, organization, then go for it, you know. But prioritization is key. If you know that something is going to hinder your main focus, your main goals, then it's probably not the best idea to take that opportunity. So prioritization kind of comes into everything. And these opportunities are going to be everywhere, they're always going to be around. If at one point you're, you know, struggling with your main focuses, then maybe take a step back from grasping them. But if you're not, then, you know, full sail ahead, go for it, and happy days. So thank you very much. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. That is all for me. All from me. That is all from me today. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I will see you next week, hopefully. Take care and goodbye.